Yeah, he was expecting it more on his own time because they were doing such similar builds, but that was not what Soulkey had in mind. So hyvaa going to go ahead and choose Overgrowth. I wonder what the reason behind this choice is.
Well, you get the feeling like when you look at hyva's face, he's like a hardened player. You can tell he just has like so much experience.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way about Soulkey, but you can look at his stats and look at that. But when I look at hyva's face, like I see it, like he's seen some serious games, man. He's been through a lot. Has. You can see it on his face.
No question about that.
I feel like Soulkey is a more consistent player, but hyvaa definitely has a lot more variance in his play, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's less predictable. It's harder to prepare for hyvaa. You never really know what he's going to show you. It really reminds me of the genius of old, back in the BlizzCon days.
Yeah, to a certain extent, I can see where you're going with that.
Like, Genius,
he was kind of cheesy, too.
You never know if Genius is going to, like, cancel his Nexus on Tall Dream Ultra and 4-gate you, or 5-gate you, with those extra minerals. Absolutely. That's the type of player that I feel like hyvaa is. He could also just let it finish.
Could do absolutely anything.
You never really know with this guy. Well, looks like he's got... Yeah, unless he was just saying, like, yeah, I like the tiles on the ceiling, and he's probably got a problem.
It's like turning off the lights. I want it to be dark.
I don't just turn it off after the game starts? Yeah, that's fine. After we get into the game, after I'm off camera? Is that cool?
Do you like playing with the lights on or off?
Depends on my mood, actually.
Really?
Yep.
I hate playing with lights off. If I'm going to play StarCraft, the lights have to be on. When it gets dark, it's like really annoying to play.
Yeah,
for me.
I never play StarCraft actually in the dark, but there are other games like MOBAs or like when I play a single player game, I like to play in the dark.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
I don't play single player games very often, but like on the rare case that I do, or like playing like a console game, like I play Mario or something, I kind of like that in the dark. Get immersed in that story or something.
Yeah.
Or like Wind Waker.
Okay. Wolf, the world's most uninteresting man. I don't normally play video games in the dark, but when I do, they're single-player games. I don't normally play single-player games, but when I do, it's in the dark. Just summed up Wolf right there in 2 sentences.
Yeah. Like, I don't normally drink root beer, but when I do, I eat Cheez-Its.
Is this true?
Yeah.
Wow. I hate root beer. Hate it.
Wow, we'll have to talk about this a little bit later, Artosis. We're going into game number 2. Zerg versus Zerg. Soulkey up a game against the Chipmunk Zerg hyvaa. He's chosen Overgrowth as the map. Let's jump into it.
In the top right, he won game number 1 convincingly. He is.
Soulkey.
Key to Zerg fans, souls everywhere.
Indeed. He has a key to my heart.
To the bottom left, his opponent, who's being 9-pooled, he is
hyvaa.
A lot of fangirls coming to watch him play. So, Artosis, hate is a strong word.
Hate.
If you like saw like a 6-pack of root beer, would you like go something like that? Like,
I would look at it and be like,
spit at it or something.
Someone's going to pay money for that and drink it. I also don't like licorice.
I don't either. The thing about licorice is like, it's pretty nasty, but I can like tolerate it. Oh, she's freaking out about that pause.
Oh my god.
Oh, we paused. I hope everything's gonna be okay.
I better make them think that I'm part coffee cup.
I have snowflakes on my coffee, but it's getting warmer outside. I'm not sure there's still snowflakes there. I guess they're still trying to use those.
And this other girl with the hood over her face, closed up. Be proud of who you are. It's okay to come here and love StarCraft 2. It's okay.
Unless you're supposed to be at the Hagwon studying and you don't want your parents who also love StarCraft to watch every match to know that you skipped school to watch StarCraft.
If your parents truly loved StarCraft, they might be supportive of you skipping to watch StarCraft.
I think they'd probably rather have her watch the VODs. You know,
okay.
Go to school, watch the VODs later.
But her favorite player is playing today. She goes to Hagwon every other day.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Don't have to hide your face.
Yep. But, maybe she just didn't want to ask her parents for permission.
Could be. Yeah.
Sometimes professors like,
you can always talk to your parents. Well, it matters what parents you have, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's
true. If I was your parent, you could talk to me.
Yeah, same.
I'm not, though, so don't message me your weird questions about going to see StarCraft instead of going to school.
Yeah.
Flat yes across the board. Do it.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Frequently asked questions.
Yeah.
To Artosis. He's already given the answer. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about the 9 pool?
I like it because it's, again, opponent's map pick.
It's a big map.
I'm always
Why did he pick
about
a
this,
big
man.
map? He must want to go hatchery first, right?
Yeah, I'm all about this. Your opponent picks a map, you do an aggressive build. Or an aggressive economic move, because it's not what he's going to be looking at the build and saying, okay, I was not planning for this, and now my build might have to be altered as a result.
You make them play it by the seat of their pants, you know?
Yeah.
On the edge of their chair.
It's your map, but the ball is...
On the edge of a knife, you know? On a tightrope.
Yeah? Like on stilts?
No, not on stilts. What?
Okay.
Doesn't get metaphors. That's okay.
I'm like, riding on the back of a penguin, yeah.
You make them ride on the back of a penguin playing you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It would have to be an emperor penguin. You'd have to not be too big.
Yeah.
But it could be done.
Not one of those penguins that's like Rocco from that penguin movie that has like the little yellow things. No, not one of those.
No, not one of those.
I don't know what those penguins are called, but they got little yellow things.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what movie this is, but
I don't know either. But I just remember
has to be
there
an
being
emperor penguin.
a penguin called Rocco that had yellow tufts.
Okay, not that penguin.
I thought we were going to segue back into the game during this, but it didn't happen.
Well, here we are. But yeah, I like the idea behind it.
Yeah, it's solid.
Well, I hope we get back into that game. There's only so much you can talk about a 9 pool.
Yeah, you and I are like two frogs in a box, man. I don't know.
2 frogs in a box.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that something from Georgia? Was that like an actual?
No.
Is that actually something people say?
No, we're like a zebra in a landfield, man.
All right,
Or
my
landmine
head's
field.
A zebra in a landmine field. Oh, wow. That's crazy. That would be like, I guess when he steps on a landmine, it becomes fuzz like a TV station you don't get. And also some red in there.
Yeah.
All right, so. He actually sent a drone down, didn't he?
Yes.
Could we possibly...
A spine on the edge?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering here. Go in, scout. This has to kind of throw you off, too. You're like,
Oh, actually, I think it's mostly just so he says, okay, do I want to make morlings behind this or not?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And check the pool timing.
He
Check
could spine with it, but he's not going to do it initially, it looks like.
That strat is so old, I think it's like probably not even good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The fact that we haven't seen it in so long, I think points towards it not being good. Even back when we did see it, it didn't work all the time. So
I don't think Soulkey actually has that much experience doing builds like this. I don't think I've ever seen him try this. No, I mean that doesn't mean that he can't do it, but I've never seen him do it like in televised matches.
Yeah, Soulkey doesn't normally go for a 9 pool, but when he does, he makes 16 lings. This is actually true. He did this against a Protoss on Ultrazeme.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
He actually, I think it was exactly 16 as well. It was like so many that it completely just destroyed the Protoss. And
he
look,
actually did that twice and won the second game as well. I can't remember when the second time it was, but
look at this. Apparently going 9 pool and just making 16 lings is a good strat as Soulkey continues to show us. He doesn't overuse it.
Yeah.
But like, you don't expect 16 lings, right? It's like, well, why would he make 16 lings? And now he's done a lot of damage. He's killed 8 workers. He's way ahead on workers. He's ahead on lings too. He's ahead by 8 workers.
Yeah. Wow.
That is so much. And he's got gas.
And he's got speed coming up.
Oh my god.
Works out.
Hyvaa is so dead. He is not getting out of this group. It's going to be Soulkey and Ruin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really want... I was talking on the break with Wolf about this. I feel like what we should do is have one less Code A group. And then just like at the end of all the Code A groups, there's a vote. And one entire group gets in. It's like, no, you guys get screwed. This was a great group. All of you were in. And then the guy that like went 0-4, he's like, yay! Like Tesser's like, oh, Code S! Yay!
Yeah, well. Right now, Hyvaa's like a sock in the pants drawer, man. It's a little bit out of place.
Ooh. Certainly is. I can't even follow that up. I'm just in awe of how awesome that is.
Yeah, you're like an owl in the daytime, dude.
That was a hoot! All right, he sees a lot of lings. He sees a baneling nest in speed. He's got to be scared right now.
Yeah, he needs to make his own baneling nest at home, and he does. Well, speed finishes first here, and you know what that means. No micro away from that, and that makes things even worse right now. I I think he might actually just kill this hatchery. 22 links to 4. I mean,
I would imagine. And he's going to morph some Banes as well, so he may be able to push a little bit further.
Yeah, he might just like go into the main, I guess. There's 3 queens, right? 2 at the ramp and 1 doing injects.
Well, the thing is, he's making Banelings now. I don't think he can actually make it up the ramp. In fact, hyvaa wants to save this hatchery. Realizes that the hatchery is the one way that he can really come back and possibly win this game.
I mean, look at the supplies, Artosis. I don't think it's happening.
Oh, that was
great
a good
hit.
Baneling.
Oh, and 1 Baneling
that was actually a pretty good one as well, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, that one. Oh, if he had hit those 3, he would have killed all 3 of them. Too bad.
Yeah. But now, look at this.
26
drones,
to 12. Like,
oh my God. Right now, hyvaa is like a chipmunk in a blender. No chance.
Do you ever watch that series, Will It Blend?
I think I saw it with like an iPhone or something.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, I've seen this enough.
Watch the one with the crowbar.
Really?
Yep.
Does it blend?
I'm not telling you.
You got to tell me. I'm not going to watch it. Come on.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Okay. I didn't think
You're
so.
like actually curious. You're like, wait a minute.
If you said it did, I would actually go watch it. Okay. I would have been sorely disappointed. Thank you for being honest.
Well, that Ling gonna get taken out here eventually.
Is he? Oh. He's like, okay, I'll go off creep. They'll be slower too. Oh, I forgot. They're still on creep when I step off creep.
Yep. Look at those 4 Banelings.
What you got to do with the Zergling when the chasing Zerglings are right behind you like that and you want to exit creep, you have to, you've seen Fast and Furious, right? You have to drift on the end of the creep and make sure that the other Zerglings go off the creep first and then you can get out of there.
That drifting thing is like something they stole from Mario Kart 64. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure it is. That's not a real thing.
Yeah, that's like definitely not. Wow.
Pretty good Baneling hit.
That was decent.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we're watching a 54 supply Soulkey versus a 33 supply who's losing more drones right now.
Yeah.
And a queen.
This
game could not be more over, Artosis.
Yeah, it's pretty rough
2
right
for
now.
4 Banelings right now.
Oh, man. This is just one so
Starts a
one-sided.
hatch. GG.
All right, so Soulkey takes that actually super convincingly. He's going to get out of this group for sure. hyvaa, on the other hand, don't count him completely out yet. He definitely has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. But I think hyvaa is going to have a tough time today. I'd be really surprised if he can go through both reality and whoever loses between Ruin and Soulkey.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to count hyvaa out, but you kind of, I'm not even going to say you kind of have to count him out. It just feels like if he can't win the ZBZ against Soulkey, and Soulkey's like worst matchup, can he beat Ruin and or Reality to get out of that final match?
Well, you can be a little bit more tricky against those 2 races. Like, maybe. I mean, he still has some chance. We'll see how he plays in the other matchups because Soulkey just played really just about perfectly. Like, he chose the right strat, especially in that second game, executed it awesomely with 16 lings. And, you know.
I expected Reality to do better, too.
9 pool makes 16 lings, and you can beat hyvaa.
I expected Reality to play better in the first series. I'm not sure like how he's going to do in the losers match against hyvaa either.
I still think he played pretty well overall. But Reality TVP, that's not nowadays how I think of him. I always think of his TVZ,
yeah,
to be honest.
Especially after that Soulkey series.
Wouldn't that be awesome if we could relive that? I would just love that. I don't want to go home tonight.
It could happen that they have played each other.
Ruin might beat him. We'll see. After this commercial break.